Hi, my name is Ivana Rodriguez. I'm applying for the local and global outreach. Um, how would you personally summarize the gospel? The gospel to me is a love story between God and his people. When God first created humanity, his intention was to be personal and to dwell with them. You see that in Genesis when God is walking with Adam and Eve through the garden. But when Eve decided to disobey God and to eat from the fruit that was forbidden, sin was brought into the world, and because of that sin, there's this barrier put between God and his people, the people that he loves so deeply and wants a personal and intimate relationship with. But God had a bigger plan of redemption in mind through his son Jesus. And in order to bridge that gap between him and humanity, he sent Jesus down to earth to live a perfect and blameless life. And then Jesus willingly died on a cross for the sins of the world. So Jesus took upon himself our punishment, something we deserve, simply because he loved us. And then not only did he die for us, but he declared victory through his resurrection 3 days later. And because of his blood shed on the cross, we are cleansed of our sin and brought into new life, and we become a new creation in Jesus. So Jesus took away our sin and replaced it with grace, and we can never do anything to earn it, and that's the beauty of the gospel. It's not something to be earned. It's a gift given to us that allows us to have a relationship with him and everlasting life. Second question. What are you learning from God that you are excited to share? Well, right now, God has been teaching me what it means to serve and to love others with humility as if serving the Lord. And a lot of the times we tend to overcomplicate what Christianity is all about, when Jesus is very clear when he tells us that the most important thing is to love God before anything else and to love people. And Jesus, being the King and the Lord of all, came down to earth not to be served, but to serve. And he's been breaking my heart for the lost, the poor, the powerless. And I'm just excited to share the love and the hope that Jesus offers and that I've personally experienced myself. Third question. What values does the scholarship position you are applying for bring to the community of God, and what role does it play in your life? Well, the scholarship has great value, not just to myself, but also to the community of God here at GCU and beyond our campus walls. We have been so blessed by God, and he has given us the resources to carry out his work for his glory. And you just simply walk outside our gates, and all I can see is just desperation and poverty all around. And I believe that this position can bring incredible life change and hope into a hopeless world. And by sharing the gospel through preaching the word, and by showing God's love tangibly through acts of service. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to view my video and consider me for this position.